So just as I suspected, this Mandela effect thing is New Age. And in fact, the woman who started it is paranormal consultant, right, in 2010. So it starts with the New Age anyway. But then we have also some people calling themselves Christians who also are delving into witchcraft. And I'm going to show you that one soon also, I think in the next video. But right now I want to talk about this guy, Moneybag73. He's been commenting extensively on the channel. Most of the comments I don't publish because he's got things mixed in there I don't want on the front end. But I still address the things that I can address on the front end with him. And he's been the most resistant. All right? Now I know why. So he's the one who did the geography, the geography video that I critiqued in the last video. Okay? So he's the one who did that. So I've been commenting under that video, and he commented back here just recently. And you know, his comments are usually like, you're being rude, you're being arrogant, when I'm just calling it as it is. I mean, that's all it is. I might be making fun of him, you know, and that might hurt him, but I don't intend to hurt him with it. I intend to unsettle him with it and show him truth. But okay, fair enough. Here's the thing though, is that he's been rude and arrogant from the very beginning, and everything that comes out of his mouth. So always some sort of insult, some sort of attack. So he definitely feels defensive, on the defense with me, all right? And there's a good reason to be. Because, you know, like with a lot of the things, with my analysis background, analytical background, I cut through it, right? And I don't think many people do that with this. Now the Lord has revealed something more to me about it through him. So I went to his channel and I looked, and I thought, you know, Moneybag73, he must be talking about, you know, how to get rich, you know, or how to at least make money online or something like that. I get there and it's not about that. He's got a cartoon of himself with an up and a down like this. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to tell you, you know, described Moneybag73, go create the reality that you want. That's his banner. Go create the reality that you want. And he's an advocate of the Mandela effect. He's a very strong advocate of it. Okay? And his primary video is, it says on the thumbnail, create your own reality or someone will do it for you. The Mandela effect is just the beginning of our awakening. I'm going to read the description to you for this. This video. This is his front piece video for his channel. And it says, I think that this Mandela effect may very well be a result of our consciousness shifting into the new age of Aquarius. Now, those of you who are old enough to know what that phrase means, you know that that came from the hippies movement with New Age, as New Age was blossoming in the hippie movement. All right, so the age of Aquarius. Some of us may still have conscious memory of the old age, but I think that time-space is resetting itself. There's the great reset. They got to slip that in, right? Is resetting itself. Sounds a little sci-fi or a little metaphysical, but for so long, people have waited for a consciousness shift in Y2K and 2012. He's referring to the paranoia, you know, of these times when the Y2K was where everyone thought that the world was going to end because of the computers not being able to handle the switchover. That it was just carrying for years. They thought it was just carrying for the year, just the last 2 digits. And that when it switched over, it'd go to 0. It's like, how would it handle it, you know, or 1? It's like, then it would be like 1901. Of course, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to blow up, you know. And I kept telling my clients this, and they're like, okay. They trusted me, right? And of course, nothing happened, right? So 2012 is when the Mayan calendar supposedly ended. It's like the end of the world. They interpreted it as that, but it doesn't mean that necessarily. So they thought that was the end of the world, and the Mayans predicted it, and they're mystical, so they must have a special connection to God, and they must really know, and Christians don't. Christians are some sort of, stupid thing made up by men, and this is how they saw that. That's how they saw it. And those prophecies failed. Those prophecies failed. And now he's referring to it. It was a failed prophecy. False prophecy by false prophets. I'm not talking about the Mayan. I'm talking about the people who were referring to it and saying the world was going to end in 2012. And it didn't. They were false prophets. And that's who he is building this on. Yeah, that's what he says. He says, let's see, but for so long, people have waited for a consciousness shift in Y2K in 2012 without understanding what that meant. So they were so stupid, but I'm so smart. That's what it always is. When these cults form, it's that everyone else is so stupid and I'm smart. Those who came before us who were hoping for this, they didn't understand the reality of what they really were hoping for. No. So without understanding what that meant and how it would affect people, and we went through those times thinking nothing happened. Now some of us are looking back and noticing that the linear timeline we thought we were on has shifted, and reality is not what we always believed it to be. And so now he's feeding people into that delusion. He is an apostle of this delusion. That's what he is. It's obvious. It's very clear. So I'm going to be blocking him from the channel at this point. I did preach the gospel to him in this last one. And I preached to him and to another one. And what I did was I quoted scripture to him. I said, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And then I quote, and then I say, God sends a delusion on those who do not receive the love of the truth, and you are perishing for not receiving that love. I am even now, perhaps even the last one, giving you the chance to receive that love of the truth and so be saved. Jesus said, and when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. Then another passage. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life will lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And then a third passage. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. For what is a man advantaged if he gain the whole world and lose himself, or be cast away? For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. And then I say, take up your cross and deny yourself, your own memory, and follow Christ. Do not be ashamed of his words as you find them right now in the scriptures. In all capital letters, deny yourself. So they've had the gospel preached to them, and they know that they have to deny themselves on those memories, the conflict with reality, and take up the cross and follow Jesus every day, daily, just like we all must. May the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.